Hi there, it's Chris Marr from the Content Marketing Academy here, and I just want to take a few minutes today to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the Content Marketing Masterclass. It's essentially the Content Marketing Academy membership program. So I want to take you through just a few things, really, show you a little bit about the sales page and what to expect when you sign up, and give you a behind-the-scenes look at the content portal and also our massively successful and engaged forum as well, and just take you through some stuff just for your interest. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this to less than 5 minutes if I can, but really just to give you an insight into what's actually happening in this masterclass program, why is it valuable, and hopefully this will answer some of the questions that you have as well about it. So the way to find out about the Content Marketing Masterclass is you'll already be on the sales page because you're watching this video, hopefully, and you can see that I tell you a little bit about what it is all about. And really, in this copy here, the reason I've written this about the community is because I think it's been validated as well, is that the community aspect is actually the most valuable part of a membership community. So this is really all about getting around the right people, which I believe has a massive impact on how you develop yourself personally and also your business as well. So the right people are really important. So one of the main things that I have been focusing on when building this community is to build it with the right people. So when you join the masterclass program, you are going to get involved with all these people. I call them self-starters, people that kind of really are focused on, growing themselves in their business, learning, reading books, challenging the way that they think, challenging what they've done before in the past, and trying to build and grow a successful business. But really it all comes down to this whole thing called content marketing. So it's also massively about grasping the principles of content marketing and really pushing forward with that as well. And this is just a list really of what's included in the masterclass community or in the program really when you start. It's not a course, okay? So it's not a membership course, or it's not it's not like something you would buy off Udemy. This is completely different than that, and this is a moving beast. There's content getting added to the portal all the time. The first thing, what will happen when you sign up, the first thing you'll do is you'll get 3 emails from me. One will be an introduction email to kind of giving you your first steps, what to do when you get all your login details. And the next 2 emails will be a login details for the portal and a login details for our forum as well, which is all hosted through Slack. So I will take you through that in just a second, but you get access to the Masterclass Lab, which is Slack, which I'm going to show you in a sec. You get access to the portal where you've got all our webinars, our calls, all the presentations I've done. There's tons and tons of content in there. Again, I'm going to take you through that in just a second. We do a monthly live Q&A, and we do that on various platforms. Sometimes we do it on Skype, sometimes we'll do it on Blab. Just depends on the numbers and the people that are interested in what we're talking about. Then we've got a monthly webinar with our content marketing experts as well, which it depends actually on availability. Sometimes we'll do 2 in a month, sometimes we'll do 1. It just depends on when we can actually tie down these experts because they're hugely busy. And there's also a weekly video from me as well, and I'm adding content in there all the time, to be honest. It's at least weekly, once a week, and there's lots and lots of stuff happening in there. To actually join, all you need to do is click this button here and pop in your details here, and it's just a card transaction. You're basically subscribing to a monthly fee, or you can pay on a annual basis as well. And at the moment we've got a good deal going on just now where you can actually pay on an offer there, which is going to save you some money, and depending on when you're watching this video it might have changed. We've got some testimonials here from some of our members as well, and they've got some good things to say about the community, and that we've got this genuinely helpful and this sort of close-knit community, everyone striving to help each other as well, and I think that's a big part of it, and the resources are there to help you develop. This is Nicola saying that it's been her first online professional subscription community that she's joined, which is really cool. And she's popping in fact, each one of these guys pop in there on a daily basis and are asking questions, to help them improve and develop their marketing and their business. So, and Kevin is massively involved in what we're doing as well. And he's saying that the whole event that we had, the conference, and everything to do with it has changed his business. So this really has helped people. I feel personally that we're actually making a difference, which is really cool. Let me just dive. I've just shown you a little bit about what to expect, so let me just dive into the back end here as well, just to give you an insight into to what to expect So the first thing I want to show you really is the Content Marketing Masterclass portal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sign in. You will get a login for this as well, and it gives you access to this. Now, depending on when you join, you might see some different things here, but just to give you a general overview of what to expect, you can see here on the dashboard that this is just anything that's been updated recently that I've put in that you can see. So you can see that there's been some videos put in here. One is a JBear keynote presentation and one's a documentary. There's a weekly video from me, that's Masterclass TV. Episode number 8, it's all about assignment selling. That's just a screen presentation. I'll just take you into that so you can see what that would maybe look like. Some notes, and then there's an actual video which you can then play and watch, and I take you through something to do with content marketing. I really do teach basically the content marketing principles in these videos. What we've got in here is some modules. What is content marketing? The business case for content marketing. And again, depending on when you join, you might see module 3, module 4, and module 5 in there as well. We've got a start here page, which is just a video really to introduce you to the Content Marketing Masterclass. And again, that might have changed by the time you join, but really it's to give you your first steps. In this section here under expert speakers, let me get rid of that for a second, there we go. Expert speakers, you'll see that we've got webinars and calls with some authors and some content marketing thought leaders as well. And again, those videos are about an hour long, and you can drop in. So if we just go into JBear's utility just now, you can see this is the one here, utility with JBear. I actually got a live call with Jay. It's a 42-minute call with Jay, and it's been transcribed. There's a worksheet for it, and then there's like the main notes from it as well. So there's lots and lots of resources there for you to kind of tap into and kind of learn from the best, really, to be honest. In here, I've been adding lots and lots of content marketing resources. A big part of our community is all about accountability, i.e. getting some stuff done. Getting stuff done, that's a big part of it. So what we've got is accountability groups building within the group. So there might be 40 or 50 members, but there's small groups of 4 or 5 that are working together to be accountable to themselves. We've got stuff on email marketing, we've got stuff on measuring content marketing, content strategy, social media marketing, and lots of stuff. There's more and more stuff to come into that section as well. And then we've got a list of our events in here and a blog. Occasionally I will, if it's not appropriate for video, I'll pop it into a blog article, and that will just get dropped into here as well. So that's just an overview of the portal, which you would have your own login for, your own identity for, and that's one big part of it. If you recall, when we're on the sales page here, this is the Masterclass portal area here. Okay, so let's just take a deep dive into the Masterclass forum as well. I just want to quickly show you some statistics over the last couple of months, and you'll see that in the total time that we've had Slack as our forum, there's been about nearly 25,000 messages sent, and of them, about 20% of them have been sent in direct messages. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that in a second. It just shows you that there's a massive amount of private conversation going on in there as well, which I can't see, but you can get involved in like accountability groups and private projects and stuff like that as well. I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight into that, just to give you a feel for what to expect when you come in here. I'm going to go into the Slack forum right now. Now there's a web browser and there's also a desktop application, but I'm just going to show you the web browser just now. I have blurred out some stuff because there's a little bit of privacy issues in here. I just want to hide pictures and names, so you might see you'll see some blurred out sections, but don't worry about that. It's not what it's like when you actually go in. Just going to give you a quick tour here. On the left hand side you can see some different channels here. Like if you were in a traditional forum, you would probably have a channel or a threaded conversation for each topic, and that's what is in here. You've got accountability, announcements, digging into here into introductions. That's the channel that you would first go into, and then you can scroll back through history. So you can go back as far as you want to, right to the very beginning. We've got all these different topics: Periscope, personal branding, podcasting. So if you've got a question or a resource to share and it's very specific to one of these things, you would drop it into one of these channels. And then you can go into your private channels as well, and you can set up your own private channels. You can direct message individual people that are part of the community. You can set up private groups with 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 people, and you can do all of that all within Slack. It's mobile as well, so you can get it onto your mobile phone, you can get it onto your iPads and your tablets as well, and you can also get it on your desktop too. And this is, like I said, this is the day-to-day communication in the community. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, why didn't we do it on Facebook? And there's a lot of good reasons for that. One is Facebook's distracting in that, when you're on Facebook, there's other distractions going on. So having a separate forum for the Masterclass and the Content Marketing Academy community has been advantageous in that respect. But also, you've got these threaded conversations as well, which I think is much better than a Facebook group, which is very vertical and linear. And doesn't have the same capabilities as Slack does. So we've massively invested into Slack as a place where we're going to communicate on a day-to-day basis. And this is you'll get access to all of this when you subscribe to the Masterclass community. I hope that's been massively useful to you. If you've got any questions, please do get in touch with us. You can tweet me at chrismar101, or you can also email me, chris@chrismar.co.uk, or just fill in a contact form on the website and let me know, or contact, anywhere that you see this video, you can leave a comment, or you can ask a question, and I'll get back to you and answer that for you. And I hope you're having a great day, and until I speak to you next time, don't forget to be awesome.